Hey everyone, we're going to do some live readings. So let's take a look at doing some live readings. I just got to, one of these days I'm going to have this whole setup figured out. Move this over. Okay. All you have to do is, give me your birth date and your birth information, and we will do some live readings. Hang in, guys. I'm just setting up my phone here. Perfect. Okay. Whoops. Oh my God, Mercury retrograde. Are you guys feeling it? I'm feeling it. That's for sure. I've been feeling it since Thursday. And it's not even retrograde until 2 more days. So we're already there. The energy is already there. And let me get this tight here. I don't think that's working. There we go. Okay. So all I need is your birth date and your birth information. I am on YouTube and on TikTok at the same time. I'm probably not going to get anybody on YouTube because this is my first time. So they're not really aware that I'm doing this on a regular basis, but my TikTokers are. And all you have to do is give me your birth information. And just like this. See how that's laid out? That's all you have to do. And I do some pretty detailed readings. This isn't just like flip a card or look at tarot cards or what's your name, and I'm going to predict something like generic and simple. This is very detailed. If you don't have a question, I'm just going to talk about your destiny, your basic personality, and what you were here to do. I won't be giving much predictions unless something really stands out, because these are quickies, okay? So we don't have time for monkey business. We got to get right down to the nitty gritty. And if you ask me an exact detailed question, I will give you an exact detailed answer. All right. So let's get her done. Why is there 2 people there? Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay. So I am on YouTube and TikTok. And I'm just going to see if there's any questions. And anybody who wants to come on live, if you can tell me about the in weight gaining, in skin clear. Okay, just one question. How does everyone know their time of birth? Not everybody does. So if you don't have it, that's okay. I just don't look at the house placements and I don't look at the moon. But there's way more other stuff to take a look at. Okay, so we're going to take a look at March 22nd, 77. And as I said, since you're not asking an exact question, I'm just going to tell you all about you. And it really doesn't, since we don't have the time, it really doesn't matter the place of birth either. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for over 30 years. I did Western astrology for most of that. And about 2 years ago, I went into sidereal astrology, which makes more sense to me. So you're going to see that your sun sign isn't where you thought it would be. Okay, but it is constellational astrology. You're still a Pisces, though, because on March 22nd in Western, you'd be on the cusp. But the Earth is on a wobble, and it's not where it used to be, so things have shifted slightly. One of the things is that you come from a massive state of throughout your life of abandonment. But the really cool thing is that abandonment didn't really afflict you as much as it would have maybe your siblings or other people in your household. It could have been your mother. You witnessed your mother's sudden, unexpected abandonment, and therefore your witnessing of that, you were party to the effects that it had on your mom. There's definitely you got a feisty mom. Now, it could be a father. Sometimes it flips roles and it's the father figure. But right here, I'm seeing a mother that is assertive, independent, could be aggressive, unpredictable. in her moods and unpredictable in her disciplinarian actions. You are a hard worker, but you do this by default. It doesn't come easily for you. There's a lot of anxious and anxiety, and that's why you work as hard as you do. It's better that you're self-employed and you work for yourself. It's difficult for you to work for other people, specifically women. You're a healer, and you're an advanced healer. You've come into this lifetime to be a rescuer. You would do really well independently, working in an organization in which you're allowed to use your healing skills. And if you're not doing that type of job, you may feel like there's a calling for you that you feel a bit displaced or misplaced. And you might have changed careers or direction last year, the 2023, a little bit of late 2022 and 2023. If you haven't, then you're going to come upon this in the summer of 2025. You're going to feel confused and lost and displaced, and you're going to feel like, I'm not supposed to be doing what I'm doing. I want to be doing something else. And you may even sacrifice. It may be in the form of volunteer or volunteering. You've got a grand trine, and the grand trine means that you have a great imagination and you're able to put that imagination into words. So you may even be a writer. And writing, if you're able to write, if you have the patience for it, you would do very well, whether it's blogging, and you're an activist. So part of that will be around, because you're a bleeding heart. You feel so sorry for society in general. And then you're an activist around it as well. Big time humanitarian. Okay. So what I like is feedback. So people get an idea of how well this works. And it also tells the universe that you're joining. Wow, that's insanely accurate. Great. Thank you, Joanna. AskHollyHall.com is where you can get a reading. If you sign up, you get 20% off a full 1 hour. Yes, tell me, Queen. Okay, so the next one, I believe, was exams, weight gaining, skin clearing. Well, I'm going to tell you right away that the skin problems that you're having is dairy. And I want you to take a look at quitting dairy 100%. You even got to look at potato chips, granola bars, protein powders. It literally, if it has three ingredients or more, it's going to be processed food, and you're very sensitive to dairy. You're quite young, too. So you'll bounce back. The cleansing of the inflammation that dairy is causing you, you'll probably see a difference within 2 to 3 weeks. But the protocol is about 6 weeks to see. Or you can get some blood work done to look at your food sensitivity, which costs money. Or you can listen to Holly. You've also got adrenal fatigue, and the adrenals make you want to have sugar, 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 sugar. Like you just constantly, because your adrenals are high. Adrenals, thyroid, your thyroid is a food. I want you to, and if you this is professional, so please do your own due diligence. Medical, the thyroid will be affected by dairy, which will affect the adrenal glands, and the adrenal glands will have you craving sugar. So you're eating sugar, you're having different types of form, even caffeine, and this is what's causing the skin issues. All right. Now, you need to drink more water than the average bear. So take a look at a calculator online that says how much water should you have per ounce for the size of your body, and then add an extra cup or two of water to that. The exams part, I don't know when you have that, but you're making an unprecedented, unpredictable. It's so sudden and unexpected. You're not even going to see it coming. Amount of money. And so new job or an upgrade in your financial situation, and that starts in July of 2025. And yeah, exciting, very exciting. So there's a big jump in your career. And the exam part, if that's in April of 2025, That's also, you get the ideal. And yeah, so if your exams are December and January, you pass with flying colors. You want to gain weight. If you want to gain weight, or you're gaining weight, that's the water as well, and the sugar and the caffeine and the adrenals being taxed. You used to be an athlete, or are you still an athlete? Found this. You got a lot of energy that way. Thanks for the gifts. Thanks for the gifts. Tappy, tappy, tappy. Like. Tappy, tappy, tappy. Like. Ask HollyHall.com. Yeah, December 4th. Wow. Okay. Arity seems like she was quite intrigued by the reading I just gave her. AskHollyHall.com. For $33, guys, you can get a 15-minute reading. See how fast I talk? Imagine me talking that fast for 15 minutes, how much information you would get. Okay? All right. So she says, wow. See what I mean? This is accuracy. This isn't just saying something general. Okay, so now Artie, we already did yours. And now I'm going to see, we already did April, we did March, we did, don't repeat though, please, guys, because then look at, I'm scrolling. And yes, Aqua. Hi, Aqua. You know what? If your real name was Aqua, that would be so cute. Oh my gosh, if I ever had another kid, which I won't be, that's long gone, I would call that kid Aqua. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. AirT, AskHollyHall.com. Thanks for the gifts. Hello, evening. Christina, please add your information as listed here. You can see, I should crank it up. You can see the information that I need here. Look at that origami. Oh my gosh, Aqua, thank you. And it's such a pretty color. That's one of my favorite colors. Joanna says, wow, insanely accurate. Okay. Add your information here. Hi, Laura. I'm doing well. Good evening. Thank you so much. Yes, I am. Oh, look at her little teary eyes. Good. You're going to do so well. You're going to do really well financially too. You specifically took this course to upgrade so you can make more money. So good job for you. You're a fighter. You're feisty. Already become the new title gifter of roses. Oh, wow. Thank you, Cassandra. Cassandra, that's my daughter's name. Look up, Cassandra, the archetype in mythology. Cassandra, do you have red hair? My daughter has flaming red hair, but it's a deep red. It's not like a ginger red. And if you look up the myth, and she named herself, that's another story. She named herself when she was 8.5, almost 9 months in my belly. And I saw clear signs of what to call her. I never thought of the name Cassandra. I had a boy's name, which could have been a girl's name too, River, but I didn't. And she said, why didn't you call me River? But anyways, Cassandra. And then I looked up the archetype. So Cassandra in mythology was asked to have relationships, intimate relationships with, I believe, Neptune. And she turned him down. Nobody turns him down. Whoever it was, might not have been Neptune, but whoever it was never turned down his request to have intimacy with whoever he chose. Well, she turned him down. So this God cursed her for life, that no man would believe her, that no matter how much truth she would be told, she would tell, no man, it said man, would believe her. And so she was cursed with that. But she's got long, flaming red hair. Okay. Let me get this birth date. Holly, I'm about to put my son's date of birth in. He's young, but having a few issues. Oh, please. I love doing children. Okay. Yeah, Cassandra, put it there. Okay. Genus. April, I'll wait for yours to put your son's birth. And this is 2001. is Genus. So Genus, I'm going to take a look at your general birth chart. I can't look at your moon. I can't look at the houses because we don't have a time of birth, but that's okay. I can still get a ton of information this way, 9 p.m. So you definitely got a Capricorn moon. Capricorn moons are so strong in self-employment. I have a Capricorn moon as well. And if you've done astrology, this is sidereal Vedic constellational astrology. Okay, it's not Western astrology. So the signs have changed. You're also a healer, and you're an advanced healer, but you heal through words, you heal through teaching, you heal through sales, you heal through talking and communicating. But you're a little bit of a behind the scenes person. Of course, depends on what time you're born. But you're here to have bravery and courage, and you're extremely intelligent and smart. You have a challenge working for other people. So please don't think that you're a failure or that you're having a real hard time in the mainstream dogmatic workplace, because guess what? You're not supposed to be working for other people. You have to be independently working on your own, or you have to have an autonomous job. And autonomous jobs can be in the medical field, can be as a teacher, an accountant, an artist, an actor, a in a management position, and you need your freedom. So self-employment's kind of up your alley as well. You will struggle with this for the next couple of years. As you're trying to gain your financial footing, you're going to come to the realization that I'm not going to stick to a job long, no matter how much money it makes me, because I don't really like my boss. I don't like my boss. I don't like my boss, because you can actually do a better job than them if you love what you're doing. You've got a ton of support from your mom, but unexpected changes happened in with people with authority. That might have been teachers, clergymen, doctors, and also your father. Okay, and there's some abandonment with mother, but again, you also have handled it quite well. Yeah, you got a short temper sometimes, and you can be sarcastic. You can be sarcastic, and sometimes that abandonment can get to you, but in general you just snap right back up again. You pick up speed very quickly. Okay, I hope that resonates with you, Shani. Joanne, or whoever that said that, I don't see your son's birthday yet. Okay, so we're gonna see how that resonates connected to 1977. Ask a specific question if you want a specific answer. Will my business launch? Thank you, Mrs. J. I'm going to get to you for sure. And I don't know, make sure you put my son, okay? If you want to put your son, I need all this birth information. You can see how Mrs. J did it. That's exactly what I want. Exactly the way Mrs. J did it. Okay, that she did it perfectly. And I'm quite happy with that. It was me, I did. XXX. Okay, oh, so Laura, it was me, I did. Laura, I didn't see you, Laura. Well, there it is. You can send gifts. You just put date of birth, time of birth, location, question. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. Thank you for being my sidekick. There's no list. I'm just going down. Oh, I see. There he is. Thanks, Laura. Okay, I've got a couple people just before you. So let me get to that. And love and gratitude. Thank you, honey. You're so welcome. So August 17. Oh my gosh, Holly. 2002. No time, so we'll just take a look at your chart. Look at you. What a smarty poo you are. It's hard to say though, because you could be Libra moon as well. So I'm going to ignore that right now. You're very critical and hard on yourself, and you've got a critical mind, an amazing problem solver. You're very caring, extremely caring. You love small animals, children, and you would do really well actually working with children. You're extremely creative and quite intuitive. You do well as a nurse. You would do well as a nanny or a caregiver. You would do well working in as a therapist or working in the therapy industry, specifically if you're working with families that's focusing on children. If you have a Scorpio moon, then you've got a lot of lack of trust for other people. I mean, a massive lack of trust for other people. You fall in love very quickly. I mean, very quickly. You got the honeymoon stage. You fall in love with your new job, your new house, your new man, your new friend, your new girl, your new clothes, your new everything. Like you get so excited about things right at the beginning. So you really got to use that Virgo energy and pause. Okay, take a pause before you're definitely a Leo, but you're right on the cusp. Take a pause before you move forward into getting anything, buying anything, purchasing anything, because you can jump the gun and you can make drastic decisions and get yourself in trouble. Communication issues with mom is possible depending on the time of birth, but you definitely have you got a soulmate coming in this lifetime, and it's going to be a relationship that will come easily, and it will be after the age of 30. So between 27 and 30, there'll be a challenging relationship, or there'll be a challenge to relationships. There may be a distance in this relationship. And then after that, you're going to really connect with somebody and get quite close. Okay, but you need to meet all these people. You need to have these things, because you ain't going to meet that one until you meet the first one. That's how I see it. Can the first one also be the same one that you last with, because there's a distance? There is quite a possibility there, but again, usually work with clients on a regular basis. I have them do a mini reading, give me the guy or the girl's birth date, and I'll let you know if this is the one. So that's that for you. And I already did April. Great. So I think that means Laura is next. Laura. Oh no, September 26, 66. Good evening, Star. Okay, no, there's a few people. And then Laura's next. Okay. AskHollyHall.com is where you want to get a reading. I'm trying to see where my website is. I don't have it here. No, that's my Substack. So AskHollyHall.com, AskHollyHall.com. I'm on YouTube live as well. And so far there's nobody watching on YouTube. Nobody wants a reading. I don't know if anybody's watching. It doesn't say. How do I know? Okay. September. I'm yammering on, aren't I? 26. You probably think you're a Libra, but in sidereal astrology, you are a Virgo. 1966. And no time of birth, so we won't look at the moon, and we won't look at the house placements, which is absolutely fine. So you are Virgo. You don't have any Libra in your chart actually at all. You definitely have probably, unless you're born really early in the morning, I should change that time. You most likely do have an Aquarius moon. There is, oh my girl, you have fallen in love, out of love. You've probably been married a few times. You do like your independence. You're quite loyal. You caretake for your partner. You got to be careful around that. You fall so in love with the family and the family unit, the family engagement, but you're more in love with that than you are with the person. So you may have stayed in a marriage quite some time for the kids, for the marriage, for that, and then you decided, what about me? I'm important too. I want to have something. And then there was sudden tink, gone. It affected the children, but not as much as you would think it would have. And there was actually some abandonment as well from your partner. I'm going to see if this is resonating with you. Will I be able to get it on my own? AskHollyHall.com. AskHollyHall.com. Thank you, Laura. Laura, what a sidekick you are. I love it. I love it. You have to put your question all in one line as well. Okay, PRs in Canada. I don't even have to look at your birth. PRs in Canada until March of 2020. I don't know why. I don't work for the government. I don't know. But what I'm seeing is that they put a cease, desist, stop order on PRs. And so even if you were just about to get your PR, you're still sitting in that pile with everybody else for 2 months. Well, I'm seeing March. Okay, March of 2025 is when they'll start moving forward again. Other than that, there's nothing I can tell you. So don't anybody else ask me about PRs. I'm not going to answer PR questions. All right. Nope, there's not a list. Sorry, I'm moderator on a few pages. It's a habit. I love it. Don't be sorry, Laura. I should get you as a moderator because I can get like quite going there. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna go to Laura's son, and I love it when people know everybody should have a reading on their child. And if you're an adult child, have a reading on your mom and your dad, because you will learn so much about them. Cassandra, you're coming up soon. You guys hang in there. If you're leaving, let me know. And maybe my new moderator can tell me that they've left. I don't like to waste anybody's time by doing a reading because somebody didn't stick around. Okay, there we go. April 5th. Sorry, I had to really go back there. And are you Canadian, Laura? No, because you said Ireland. You didn't answer issues. I'd rather have information. Okay, it will get a start here. 2022 and 6:30 p.m. And I'm definitely going to change this because you're halfway around the world. My son Kai, Sligo. Sligo. That sounds like a place on that would be in Lord of the Rings. Bilbo is from Sligo, Ireland. Did I change? Yeah, okay, good. Okay. Look at this. Okay, so everything's going to be on his right side, his whole right side. So I'm talking about the right side of his brain, so his right brain, okay? And then that's going to affect all of the left side of his body. So he's not just sensory, it's emotional. It's emotional connection. He's very, very psychic. He picks up on the feelings and the emotions, the energy, the sadness, the hurt, the pain of other people. But then he tries to make it tangible. He tries to rationalize it. Even though it's an emotional pickup, it's the right side of his brain, which is the intuitive side, the psychic side, is really picking up on the emotions and the feelings of others. And then he tries to control it. This guy is a little control freak. Okay. He is going to be the boss of somebody someday and self-employed. And he is a healer. But with this, you have to have him understand that his emotions are not all his, that he's picking up on somebody else's emotions. And even when he's crying, reason at all, goes into a grocery store, starts freaking out, say to him, do you feel like somebody else is sad? Do you feel like somebody else is unhappy? Because if you ask him, what are you unhappy about? He'll be like, I don't know. So you ask him, is there somebody else that you're sad? He's tactile as well. So there's feelings of certain types of material. And the food is the same thing. It's not the taste. It's the feeling of the food in his mouth that he doesn't like. It's a feeling of the food in his hands that he doesn't like. If you play music while he's eating, if you play music while he's dressing, if you play music while he's falling asleep, and no words, okay, just musical like Bach or Mozart and classical, then you're going to find that his central nervous system is going to calm quite a bit. It is going to peak in the summer, and anything that you can give him. Okay, and he's also very sensitive to chemicals, and he's very sensitive to medicine, even in the form of vaccines. So you want to take a look at, do I have to give him this vaccine? I'm not a medical professional, so please do your own due diligence. And it affects his central nervous system. So he gets anxious, a lot of anxiety, and it comes out as anger. And it comes out of nowhere. So it starts to build up, is what happens. He's loyal to you, Mom. Anything that you say, that he's going to take out all his anger. You're the boss of him, and he's going to try to push you around. You're not the boss of me, Mom, but you guys have a past life together, and you're here to help him through this need to be, he was a bully in a past life. He doesn't like anybody else to boss him around or tell him what to do. Doesn't like rules or regulations, not from you, not from a teacher, not from anybody. So because he's sensitive to chemicals, including any types of medication, supplements, it's also what's on the food. If the food is overly processed, there's pesticides, GMO, anything like that, he's going to reject it because he gets whatever side effect is possible, and it hits his central nervous system. Does this resonate with you so far, Joanne? Laura? Laura. He loves music. Wow, that's so accurate. Holly, he's reflux. I never vaccinate him. Okay, good for you. The reflux is, look at the chemicals in the food. Okay, he is a meat eater. There is meat that he would like to have. See what he does. Thanks, Zaddy Mez. That's what my clients say too. I do work with clients. I coach clients on a regular basis. And so he does need protein. And you'll find if you give him some meat, he's going to eat it. Again, just put your stuff in there. It doesn't cost anything for a live reading. I'm not sure if it's similar, but red dye, anything was horrible for my kiddo. Oh, yeah. Red dye is a bad chemical. Yeah. Any dye. We shouldn't have any dyes in our food. Okay. Okay. So let's take a, now I do have, on my link tree on my page, if you want to donate money, if you want to get money, if you want to get ahead, I think $20 will get you ahead of the game, and I can do a reading for you, and you can put that, just come back and let me know that you've paid, and I'll see it in my mailbox, in my inbox right away. So you can do that if you're interested in getting and just let me know that you have. Laura, he gets afraid. Well, yeah, he gets afraid of I want you to take a look at, he can't have, like, literally, look at all this stuff in the sixth, and every undiagnosed. He's got Neptune in the sixth house, which means his diet, his nutrition is extremely important. And you don't take him to a doctor. Take him to a naturopath. Take him to a nutritionist. These are the food. It's food. And it's food that's laden with any kind of chemicals. Does that make sense? And yeah, he's going to have PTSD. He's got PTSD from a past life, because his death in his past life was affected his throat. Okay, could have been strangled, could have been drowning, that type of thing. So yeah. Okay, you paid. Thanks, Odesta. I'll take a look at. Yep, I see the money. Thank you so much. I just got past my goal on YouTube, so I can make money on YouTube. He had 3 choking episodes with reflux. Yeah. So you should do a longer reading with me, and I wouldn't do a 15-minute one. I would do one where we talk back and forth, because when we do that, I get downloads. I get more clairvoyant messages. I get clairvoyant messages when I'm talking to somebody, but I get a lot. I mean, when I do mini readings, but I get a lot more when I'm talking to them. I do. It's very strong that it's the foods, and he's going to gravitate to sweets. He's going to love sweets. So if you're eating fruits in that, but some fruits are really too high in fiber for reflux, but it's because he had that choking when he was younger. You might be able to do some energy work around it. The music, the soothing. Yeah, we should talk more. Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. Thanks, Mrs. J. I'm so sorry, honey. Yeah, we'll talk more. Okay, so let me start writing these down. Becca. 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 Okay. So Becca, give me your birth date away. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss, Mama Bear. You're welcome. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, book in. Do an hour reading with me. I do have a December special. Pay what you want. December special. There's 3 choices of payments, from $80 to $119. $119 is my regular. So you guys take a look at that, okay? I'm telling you that's special. Okay, Becca, so you're 10, 82, 3:15 p.m. Becca, what do you want me to focus on? Odessa, you're first. I just need to, right now there's only 2 of you that have paid. So Odessa, I need I prefer $20 for doing a reading, but any donation is fine. And Odessa, what is your question? And Becca, you want to have health. Okay, definitely. You're going to be next. Let me see. Where is Odessa? I usually say don't repeat, but Odessa, I'm just not seeing. You put the $20, which is what I asked for a reading, but I'm not seeing your information. Let me see. You must add your question. Yeah, okay. So I can do a general, but if you paid, I'm sure you would like me to look at something specific, right? Ho Chi Minh. I think I'm filtered. No, I don't think you're filtered. I want to start applying for a PhD program late next year until I get it. Okay, great. Great question. What a great question. Thank you, Odette Stella. Odette Stella. Okay, so we've got you at March 31. I want to make sure I got that right. Yep, 95. Yeah, tappy, like. Thank you, guys. And great question, Odestella. And 3:50 p.m. You guys have to have more patience with this type of reading. It's just not flipping a card, but you're definitely going to get more specific questions answered. Ho, G. There we go. Da da da. Do. I want to make sure I have everything exact. I don't like making mistakes. Bingo. Okay, and then Becca, you're next. Okay, Becca, you're next. Wow, I hope you went into the medical field for your PhD, or you've already gone into medical field. You work well as a therapist in a medical field. You're looking at working with advanced technology around the medical field. You're a healer. You've come here as a healer from a past life, and you come this honestly on your mother's side. There is working in a hospitals and organizations. You'd also work well with the mind and the brain, neurology, psychology, psychiatry, with medications, prescriptions, even if you're working in a laboratory, that is all really delves deep into the technology, specifically in your massive humanitarian. You also like animals. So someone like this could be veterinarian as well. And you do so well. You do so well in this. This is what you've come here. This is your mission. That's what you come here to do in this lifetime. And you will get it for 2026. Okay, so let me see what she has to say about that. Right now, I'm doing the ones that are donating or paying the $20 to have a reading. Okay, and you do it on the link tree. Thank you, Laura. You know what, Laura? Because you're helping me out here, I want you to go to that page and take the cheapest one, unless you got a buttload of money. Then I want you to take the most expensive one. um, Thank you. Yeah, tappy, 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 tappy. Just got the number one gifter. Awesome. Okay. See if this, but yes, definitely. I like computer science and biology. Perfect, because that's a technology, right? Thanks, Laura. Yeah, so that's the technology part. Yeah, it's PayPal. That's the only way that you know what? I should put a Stripe link on there too, but you don't have to use PayPal. You can use PayPal, but you can use your credit card. You can use your credit card on PayPal. You don't have to have a PayPal account to be able to pay. All right. Do I see any job in the next 2 months? Yeah, there's going to be a sudden unexpected opportunity for you. So I want you to look, have your eyes, your ears, everything wide open, because there's going to be, and it's a dream job come true. It's somewhat in the field that you want to work for. If you don't get it by the end of December, it should come by the end of December. Then there will be an unexpected opportunity again for you in April of 2025. I do see you can do an e-transfer if you're in Canada. That's it. I'm Canadian, so I am doing sidereal. Yeah, very good, smarty pants. Good job. Yes, I do constellational astrology. Yeah, so you can e-transfer me 20 to Holly. Any Canadians, I'd rather you do that anyways, saves us. So it'll save you money because you can pay Canadian, and then I don't have to pay the PayPal fees. So Holly at askhollyhall.com. AskHollyHall.com. Yes, you're a Leo in sidereal. And I know it's hard to. No, no, you're not a Leo. How could you be a Leo? You said you're March 31st. Odestella. March is not even near being a Leo. Let me look again. Did I write something down wrong? I double checked it. Yeah, Amy, March 31st, 95. March is not even near Leo. Near Leo. You're a Leo rising. You're a Leo rising in sidereal, that's for sure. No doubt about it. But your sun sign is not a Leo. Okay. She's not a Virgo either. She's March 31st. No, you're March 31st. You're tripping. It's only about 21 days behind. So if you're a Virgo, you're most likely a Leo. If you're a Leo, you're most likely a Cancer. But you're March. So you would normally be an Aries at March 31st, but now you're a Pisces. She did say above Virgo, but she's March 31st. Okay, we're going to go to Becca. Becca, so you're going to pass. You got that job opportunity, like I said. Thank you for the donation. And now we're going to go to October. I do like you guys to write. Honestly, sometimes people will 10 and I'll go like, oh, it's November. Because I'm kind of ditzy that way. And 82. Can you confirm that? 82. It's not 92. It's 82. 3:15 p.m. And you are born in Valencia. Didn't you say you were Vietnam too? Valer. Sia? Do I have that right? I think I got something wrong, but I think it says Venezuela, right? Let me double check. Valencia. Okay, that's way wrong. Venezuela. Okay, I got close enough. The longitude and latitude will be about the same. And your question is, bioinformatics, which is what I want to do for the PhD. Yeah, you're going to do brilliant in there. As long as that's a healing profession. That's in the doctor, clinician, clinical body, parts of the body, helping with the body. And then it's technology. Yeah, you're doing great. Okay, so let's see what Becca's question is. Again, health. Yes. Is it going to improve in the upcoming months? Okay, I want you to listen to me very closely, Becca. This is very, 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 very important. Okay? Very important. There's a few things that are happening here. And please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to watch how you answer me here. And you're always getting misdiagnosed illnesses, and some of them are neurological. Don't take that personally, okay? Neurological doesn't mean you're cray-cray. It means that it has to do with the way that your brain reacts to certain things. It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's not reacting the way it's supposed to be reacting. You've also got a gut issue, so a stomach issue and your small intestinal issues. But the hard thing is that you're very sensitive. You're very sensitive to dairy and medication, specifically medication that has to do with altering anything in your brain. And therefore, you're also extremely sensitive to chemicals. So chemicals on your foods, and then your bowels are affected as well. So here you got your small intestines, your entire elimination tract from stomach to boom is something's wrong. Yes. So what I want you to do, okay, first of all, you need to be on the health. You see your moon here and how squaring Pluto. If you don't take dairy out of your diet, yeah, meds are a nightmare for me. I always get side effects. Of course you do. You get everything that has it. So I want you to take dairy out of your diet. 100% dairy, 100% for 6 weeks. And if you don't email me and tell me, wow, Holly, I can't believe there's such a difference in my life, I'll be surprised. Okay. And so there's dairy, of course, gluten, anything that's difficult to digest. High fibrous foods are difficult to digest. And Cassandra, I'll probably get to you next? If you guys have paid the $20, just let me know so I make sure that I put you down on the list. So you have to eat 100% natural foods. Or I want you to get the book Good Energy. And if you don't have the money, because the book's expensive, it's about $50, just get a 1 free month of Audible and get it on there for free. If you've already got Audible, it's $18. It is the most brilliant book in the world. Now you can overthink. You try everything. You're such an amazing freaking problem solver. You are going to get better. And I know that's what your question is, but I want to tell you how you're going to get better. You're going to get better starting in April. It's going to be a sudden, unexpected, like, boing, because it's the dairy. And anything that's hard to digest, even beans. Okay, beans are hard to digest. Lentils can be a bit more gentle. You can go on the API diet. Again, I'm not a medical professional. Do your own due diligence. It's HollyHall-Astrologer. You know, the API diet. You want to do the FODMAP diet, but you want to do as clean as possible. Don't do high fibrous foods. Like I said, do fruits that are not fibrous, such as watermelons or cantaloupes and I don't see a thyroid issue at all. And so what's happening is it's hitting your parasympathetic nervous system. And this makes you jump to high hell. And because you're a bit of a control freak about wanting to do everything perfect because you tried everything. I mean, some of the things I've told you, you probably have tried. But there's fear, okay? There's trauma behind this. You've got some serious, serious trauma from childhood. And it may involve, I don't even want to say it. It's very, very private. I don't want to say it. Okay. I don't want to say it on here because we're on a public forum right now, but it's very private. It's something that you don't tell everybody every day. And that's the trauma that you want to take a look at. I'm going to see. She says yes, explanation mark. Okay. So, well, you have a lot of fears because the medical industry is failing you. Okay. November's haunted. We're going into a Mercury retrograde. Okay, yes, that happened. Okay, Becca, so I want you to take a look at your trauma. I help people with trauma. You'll get a job by the end of December, the beginning of January, Odestella, and then you'll get another opportunity in April. If you choose not to take this sudden unexpected opportunity, it's kind of like in end of December, then it'll be April. Okay, but there is very much an opportunity. Cassandra, don't repeat your question again. Okay, so going back to Becca. I do help people with dealing with the trauma. We have to take a look at your father, and we have to take a look at the men in your life when you were younger, and even the men in your life at the age of 22 and the age of 29 as well. And mom didn't help you, okay? Why did you go through this? Because this is how you're supposed to be helping other people. You would do very well if you went into psychotherapy or psychology, and the psychology combined with food. The food and psychology, emotional eating, emotional and trying too hard. It's the control part, right? But there is going to be a sudden, unexpected lift and healing that's going to happen, and it's going to be in April. Let me see if it's going to be soon. It's going to be in March. It's going to be in February. February is the beginning, specifically if you take out dairy and do gentle foods, fast. People with a lot of Virgo in their charts do really well with fasting. You can fast. You can get a book by, or you can even watch her on YouTube. She's called Dr. Mindy, and she has a book called Fast Like a Woman. And that's what you want to take a look at, because you're probably still having your menses. So there's a specific way that you should be dieting as well. Okay, I hope that helps you out. Okay, Miss J, you paid. Yes, you are technically next. Thank you. Who's Crystal? And who's Justine? Okay, so those ones are, so Miss J, I see Justine Sunday. Okay. Yeah. So you might want a longer reading with me as well. Okay, Jay. Yes, I've been getting February intuitively. Good for you. Okay. So let me look at Miss J. And then Justine and Crystal, can you put your birth date there as well? And Mrs. J. So I'm going to write that down. I'm going to put my pen. Thanks, Laura. Okay, Doi is Crystal. And Jay Sunday. I got nothing on YouTube right now. Okay. And Crystal is 3. Luckily, that's March 29, 76, 130A, Michigan. Career. Great. Career change. Sorry, 3:48 p.m. Sorry, I jumped. 3:48 p.m. I got it. North York, Ontario. So I'm just going to put Toronto. It's close enough. And Miss J is April. You're next, Miss J. April 27th, 86, 1:45 a.m. Ratura. And how did that just jump like that? That's weird. I got yours. And Dove is March 29, 81. March 21, 81. Okay. Thank you. And what is your question, Dove? This is hard. I got to keep up with all of these things. Okay, because we got. I'm glad we don't have a ton of people. So Miss J is April. Career and health. Okay, Doy. Thank you. Make Laura moderator. I know. I'm not sure how to do that. Okay, April 27th. Mrs. J. Haven't I done a reading for you before? You look familiar. 86, 11 a.m., 45. Ratura. There it is. And will my business launch early next year and be successful? I love that. Well, absolutely. Look at the 5th Taurus. Look at Venus in Taurus. I'm going to tell you exactly when it's going to be popular, and it's going to be unexpected. It's going to take a little bit of a twist, but it's going to be beneficial for you. So don't worry about the twisteroo. How come 20? Where's my 25? There we go. You're not supposed to be there. And it is, so the success, you're going to launch it earlier than you think. You should be prepared to launch it end of December and January. There's something seasonal or the beginning of the year-ish for your business. So launching at the beginning of the year is great. And the sudden unexpected money flow and opportunity and dream come true is going to be in April of 2025. Very, very successful. Okay. So if you don't start at the beginning of the year, that's fine. April of 25. And then sudden unexpected money, like I mean money, honey, in July, all of the summer of 2025. It's just rolling in the dough. And then it also, again, more money in October and November, and also in 2026 as well. Now, yeah, it's going to be very successful. Specifically, if you're doing something again around healing, hypnotherapy, psychotherapy, working with therapy, working with trauma, working with or trauma, working with people that don't, that you really have a, you know, an understanding with the underdog, and also with traveling. And if it has to do with international or long distance, the business is very successful. This is something that you've come here to do. Okay. And you've struggled. You've struggled really. You've gone through so much struggle, especially around education. Like you really have to fight hard to get the education that you need in order to have this career. And it's definitely no help to dad. Thank you very much. But it was, and mom, you did this independently all on your own. So congratulations, because that's what you were here and that's what you were meant to do. Let's see what Miss J has to say. I'm studying towards PhD in psychology through my business is around technology. Okay, good. Well, if it's around technology, it better have to do with psychology. Okay, it has, or the mind or the brain or neurology, but financially, and it takes a bit of a twist. Are you working for hospitals? Are you working for clinicians? That would be interesting. But yes, extremely. And those are the dates. I want you to keep those in mind. And you have to, yeah, but abandonment is why you're independent. And I'm sorry for your loss, but abandonment is why you're independent. You guys are cute. Okay, so let's now take a look at, because those dates you really want to look out. Yeah, she's not practicing yet. Miss J will be though. And I feel like you're gonna have other. It is your Achilles heel, and abandonment is massive. I work with clients with abandonment lessons. There's reasons once you understand that the abandonment is so much easier. And girl, I hear you because I come from the same thing, and I really didn't admit it to about a year ago. Okay, so now we're gonna look at Doi. I think Crystal, and that's March 29. I hope I get this right. 81. Those dates are all unexpected, unpredictable times that it's going to happen for you. I think you said 348. That's what I wrote down. I made a mistake, so I was scribbling on top of it. And you're local. So I'm just going to put Toronto because I know where North is, close enough to Toronto. I lived in North York and I traveled to Toronto every day to work long time ago. Did Wanderer pay, Laura? What do I do? Can I make you a moderator? You're $1.50. I love you. Thanks, Miss J. I love you too. Can I ask your remote viewing work? Yeah, once I get through this. Okay, so she is asking about career change. Are you still here, Doi? Which I think is Crystal. And then Justine is next. Justine, how come I didn't write down your birthday? Career and health. It's crystal. Yeah. Justine, can you write down your birth date again for me? Thank you. Okay. The professionals that are helping you specifically around mental health, specifically around bowel area as well, and inflammation in your body. There is liver and there is sciatic and lower back issues. No, it might be kidney. Sorry, kidneys are not helping you. And it is, again, this one as well is neurological, and it also could be thyroid, related to your thyroid. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. Doy, let me get your response here to the reading, okay? And the improvement, thanks, Jay. Let me write that down. July 24, 89, 1132 A, Midland. Okay. Crystal, are you there? I'm talking about your health, and I would like to get some feedback from you. So, thyroid has been an issue. Yeah. So, what I want you to do, again, I'm not a medical professional, do your own due diligence. I want you to get a 5-panel test. Okay, Doy? Crystal, I want you to get a full panel test. You can order them online. You can get them done at Life Labs. It's hard to get a doctor that will accept it because they're just like, they don't know enough about it and they don't understand that. They just look at the TSH. There's nobody more well versed in thyroid than I am. Trust me. If I were to tell you what I went through, I'd write a book, and it's been for over 30 years. So what's happening is the thyroid is creating a lot of inflammation. You are also sensitive to medication. You get all the side effects known to mankind and also a ton of inflammation. You need a little bit more water than the average bear, and you're probably and you will probably not want to drink extra water because you feel like you're already sloshing around with a bunch of water in your system. It just creates some brain fog. Okay, there's some brain fog, and there seems to be some serotonin uptake. And 5-HTP is very good with that. Don't take 5-HTP if you're on medication now. If you're already on an SSRI, antidepressant, don't take that. It'll be very sensitive. So much inflammation. Yeah. So you need a little bit more average. So take a look at your body weight. There's calculators online and can tell you how much water you need to drink. Then drink a little, but 2. Okay. 2 glasses of water above that. You can also put sea salt. Celtic salt is best under your tongue. That can be helpful. That is a natural. I'm losing my words for it. Begins with an electrolyte. Another natural electrolyte is coconut water, but don't get make sure there's no sugar in it. Make sure it's pure coconut water. And there's some that you can get sweet, some that you can get bitter, but no sugar in it. Okay. And this is affecting your central nervous system. There are make sure your vitamin Bs are high. Now, don't take a vitamin just has B in it. That's not enough. You want vitamin Bs that are high in B100s. This is a B complex right here. Okay. This is a good one. And it should have 100 of anything. I don't know if you want to take a snapshot of that. But you can also get B100s and or B50s, and it has 100 milligrams of everything. I actually don't know what's in this one, but I can't take vitamin B because my vitamin Bs are always too high. But and then you also take Ds. These are Canadian, and I went to a workshop at the University of Guelph, and it's 5 immunologists and uh, virologists. They designed this through COVID, and these are what I take. They're a little bit expensive. I think they're about $40 for the pair, but it's 1,000 I use in 1 drop. So I only need like 5 drops of each one, or a couple drops, right? So yes, omega-3s are good for this as well. And this is what I take. This is what I take for my omega-3s. That's right. That's it's fish oil, but I also eat a lot of salmon. Okay, and you don't need much. You just need like a tablespoon. And that's what's going to help you with your inflammation. You will, you take D3K2. Okay, good for you. Good for you. Now, you need at least 5,000 milligrams of it. All right. You're going to see improvement when, I want to see 12 degrees. It's going to be a slow ride. You'll see an improvement in 2026. It'll be a bit of a slow ride. And you'll also see a marked improvement in January in your central nervous system. So if you're not taking antidepressants, there's L-thyroxine as well as 5-HTP, which is serotonin uptake inhibitor. And okay, good. So you can take 5-HTP. Take one at night. Get a non-medical journal. Do your own due diligence, but take one at night, and then because it can make you drowsy. Take magnesium baths, at least 10 minutes. Magnesium bath. Some say you have to be in there for 40 minutes, and the inflammation is going to go down. And you're very sensitive to chemicals, so any foods that have GMO have chemicals on them, like or in the soil. So you really got to stick to organic. Okay, so I hope, has that helped you out? Now we're going to take a look at April 27th, 86. Okay, yes, good. And you'll see an improvement start in January, specifically around that. As for career, you're really smart. You should be like a professor or a teacher, or helping with health care, death doula, working with palliative. The career is a struggle for you right now until you get this health underway. Somehow your health is linked to your future career, and you're going to figure out what that is in it's also 2026. But I don't see a new career for you until April of 2024. And it's really quite lucky and fortunate. And it has to do with, there's like higher education here, travel. Uranus is going to hit 7 degrees. Wait a minute. There'll be a sudden, unexpected career change for you. And it's very lucrative. And that's when 7 degrees. It could be in September of 2025, even though the other prediction is still holds true. But there'll be a sudden unexpected change in your career in 2025. But 2026 is your year, girl. So shelf a few things, be patient, take your time. 2026, everything's going to wrap up, okay? But taking a look at the health as well. And oh, wait a minute. Stop the bus. Where's your, yeah, it's going to be, do you work with real estate? Oh, you're right. Thank you. Thank you. I jumped around. Okay, that's even better news. There it is, July. And then let me see here. 7. So we want 7. Yeah, it's in July. It's right here, June, July. That's when I see the career change. If you're looking for self-employment, it's good to start that off in February and March. Okay, if you're looking for a management position or a promotion, that's also in February and March. But then there's a sudden unexpected change in your career, unpredictable. I can't even predict it for you in June and July. So there's nothing bad. That's all good. Your career advancement is amazing, but please think outside of the box. It's not going to be what you think it is. Thanks, Aqua. Aqua, you're adorable. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm feeling lost. That's right. You're not in your passion. You're going to create that passion throughout the year of 2025. But those dates is where it starts. Okay, you discover what that is in February. You know exactly what it is. You should be working with neurology for those that come from that have drug abuse, that have sexual abuse. You would work well with get restless. You know, if you don't see any movement, you don't see any growth, you don't see any advancement in your career, then it's really difficult for you to work for others. You would work well with energy healing as well, and as a healer, you do really well in Reiki, and and even in finances, working with finances, helping other people find financial investment or that are in financial despair, and helping them get their way out of financial despair. You work very well with that. You're extremely creative too and intelligent. It's easier for you to be self-employed. Honestly, it's hard for you to work for other people. And I believe that by July and August, June and July, you're going to be looking at self-employment. What's OMG? What's OMG mean? Okay, I like it. Okay. Thanks, Aqua. You guys are adorable. Okay, so who is next? Which one did I just do? March 2981. I did Dory. I did April. Did I do April? Check your emails. Okay, I got to answer Joanna for booking a call. Justine, did we do yours? And PayPal is Nugent. I think I already did hers. Yeah, definitely. You guys, anybody can email me, any of my clients. Oh, can I talk about remote viewing? I see what you're saying. I thought you had a question that you wanted me to get to. So okay, Jay, I haven't done yours yet. Okay, thanks, Justine. That's April 27th, right? I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong. Okay, so that's 27th, right, Justine? can double check that. Did you pay Trista? No, July 24th. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Sorry about that. July 24th. And then I'm going to wrap this up soon, guys. So nobody put any more payments in. Okay, I'm not accepting any more payments now. Oh, thanks, Trista. Okay. Where's Justine? 24th, 89. July 24th, 89. Do you know your time of birth by chance? J. If I'm missing anybody who's already paid, please let me know. Jay, I'm scrolling up and I'm not seeing anything from you. You're being very patient, Justine. Thank you. I bet you got some Cancer, Taurus in your chart. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. As this is amazing. Thank you. Can talk about remote viewing. Remote viewing is when I can see other things that are happening somewhere else. I can see your boss. I can see what they look like. I can see how they act like. I can see what your new house is going to look like. I can see a location of where you're going to move to. Often I can see a person you're supposed to talk to in order to get another job and what they act like and what they look like. Sometimes I get names. It's random though. Okay, where's Justine? Okay, hopefully you paid. Okay. 11:30. Oh yeah, Midland. I saw that too. Okay, 11:32 a.m. Thank you for having patience with me. And I'm gonna I'll be back on again tomorrow night, guys. I'm gonna come back. But Monday nights are definitely paid ones at a.m. And then what is your question? Yep, put your birth date down, please. And your question. In Midland, do you have a question? It's kind of a prediction. It's kind of helps me help you find your wanting in a prediction. Means I can see things that are already happened or is happening. Yeah, I got 11:32 a.m. in Midland. I'm just waiting for your question. April 22, 76, 130A, Awasa. You did put that down already. Thank you. Michigan, career, change. Okay. Okay, spiritual. Will I use my gifts to help others in wellness? And what a great question. What a great question. You're a doll face. I love it. So this is how I want to show you. See this Neptune right here? See this Neptune? This Neptune is making a very favorable connection with Mars and Venus. 29 degrees Mars means you have a special gift. Okay. You specialize in the inner child. You specialize with animals. You work with animals. Like you're very intuitive. You definitely are a healer. You've been a healer in a past life, and you help heal people with inner child. You help heal people with stomach issues and emotional trauma as well. You help people and compassionate love, specifically people that come from abandonment. And gosh, you would work so well with animals. You really try to work with animals. You work well with children and definitely. So 7 degrees here, that's when your career is going to take off. And I'm talking take off, like huge. The healing. You got to do it sooner than later. It's so soon. It's right around the corner. You have inflammation as well, and you can help other people. You got to be very careful because when you're healing other people, you get a lot of inflammation. And that business, it should be a business that you start on your own in February. February, March, it's going to take off brilliantly. I want you to do it local. I don't see online or remote. This is local. And then it's like a dream come true. And this happens throughout May and June. 2026 is much more. Now, August of 2025 is where there's expected abundance of opportunity for you in order for this healing. And that's when, holy cow, that's when it's really successful. I also see you teaching whatever you are healing. You're also teaching. You're a bit nervous about that, but that's where you're going to get a lot of, and then there can be a business partner as well. The business partner is female, or it might be somebody that's going to like share an office with you or let you share their office. I think that's sudden abundance is in when did I say? In September, and even in the new year in 2026, where somebody gives you space, works with them. Do you work in massage? Yes, very nervous with anxiety. Yeah. Well, you would do well with L-thiamine, A5-HTP, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Cassandra paid. What are you saying with me? I know. So Aqua. I think I already did Aqua, right? Zadie here for start the paid reading. Jessica and Cassandra. What does that mean? I gotta find another way to keep this organized. I'm just kind of just new at the charging part. I've only done that the last few times, a couple times. No, not yet. So Aqua, you didn't get your reading yet, but you paid. No, I don't do massage, but I've already been interested in it. Yeah. So no, I see it. A massage therapist is going to let you use the room. See, that's my remote viewing. Okay, so Aqua, did you get your reading done? And Zadie, did you get your reading done? Who has not got their reading done that paid? Okay, Aqua, give me your birth date. Hopeful, give me your birth date. You paid. If you paid, only if you paid. I only want to do the paid one. Cassandra, give me your birth date. Zadie, give me your birth date. Oh, yes, I already wrote that down. Okay, so now I'm going to start with Hope, April 22. Can you put your question all in one line? This is where I get like really mixed up, right? You got career change. Yeah, great. Perfect question. Perfect question. You guys are great. You guys are so patient. Thank you so much. 1:30 a.m. And Aqua, you're next. Okay. April 22nd, 76, 1:30 a.m. Asawa. Okay, Aqua, you're gonna have to put things in one line. I don't like bounce. This is how I get confused and lost, and I don't know who I did and bounced around looking at everything written in different places. You're next. Career change. So your career change, you should be employed in a management position. You're actually quite ticked off that you haven't been advanced in the career that you had recently. And that career change will happen Saturn, and it's really challenging right now. You're challenged with a boss. You're challenged with the way the system is running. You're extremely independent. You're feisty. You're a warrior. You're warrior spirit. You got the archetype of the teacher, the instructor, and the career change will happen when Saturn gets into. We got to get you through this. 22 Gemini. So when Saturn is in 22 Gemini, and there, September, there's another job change. Okay. And that's an advancement and that's lucrative financially. But the change recently will be at the end of February, end of January, beginning of February. All right. And it's not a drastic change yet, but in September, there will be a drastic change. You'll be doing something much different than what you were doing originally. Okay. Does that help? I hope that helps. Write that down. Don't forget. And picture this. It was 8:30. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, now we're going to get to Aqua. I think that's doing. Next. Okay, guys, I'm just looking. I had to jump around, so I screwed up. Okay, Aqua. So Aqua, you are July. I'm not taking any more payments, guys, so I'll refund you if once I get through this, but don't make any more payments now. This will be my last few that I'm going to do. Brampton is close enough to the Toronto area. I'm going to do July 10th, and I think you said around 8:30 in the morning. 8:30, July 78. And what is your question? Aqua, what is your question? I'm going to kick this one out. Mute account. Okay. Yeah, Trista, I'll do yours tonight. Aqua says general. Okay, so general please means I'm going to take a look at your personality and who you are and what you're meant to be and what your mission and your destiny is. So your mission and your destiny, transits. We're not sure of your time of birth. Okay. You are a lover of love. I mean, you love small animals. Children can get on your nerves. So, but if they're not yours, you're head over heels in love. You are going to have some advancement in your career in April. Specifically, if you're looking for working you would do very well as a therapist, but you'd also do well as a hairdresser, which is kind of a therapist. Trust me, I used to be a hairdresser. And because you're extremely creative, you would do well in working in real estate as well. And there is some challenges that you're going through right now, and kind of your ego is being challenged right now. And I don't want, ego doesn't mean that you guys think you're a bag of chips and all that. Ego means that there has been some trauma that you went through under the age of 6. And for yours, actually, it was closer to the age of 1 and 7. And through that trauma, you developed a little bit of a hard shell. You developed a little bit of a protective mask in order to survive. And that's what's the ego. So the ego is being healed right now. So you're coming up against your central nervous system is in high gear. Your sugar intake is too high, specifically around dairy. You've got to cut dairy out. Specifically, you like ice cream because of its sugar content in dairy. Dairy has to be cut out because you're extremely empathic. As long as you have dairy in your life, you're going to be emotionally dysregulated because you pick up on the emotions and the feelings of others. You're funny as hell. You're very entertaining. You can be an actress as well, but you have a difficulty working for other people. You have been hired by people that care about you, that you're close to, but that doesn't always work out. So that's probably not a good idea to do that. You also have abandonment issues. Seems to be more around a sibling. Or a sibling that's closer to your father. You wish you were as close to your father as that sibling was. Okay. So that's about how I do well with the in general part. The troubles in the direction, like difficult in direction, that's going to alleviate itself, but not until 25 Aquarius, not till after mid-March. Mid-March is like this big boulder lifts off your shoulder and you just feel so relieved and you have freedom and you can move forward and your central nervous system are calm and all the roadblocks that keep getting in your way right now stops. Okay, but right now you got to set boundaries, specifically around family members. You got to set boundaries. You're a big family orientated person, but you got to set major boundaries with them. Might be a brother as well. I got ADHD and Perry. Yeah. No, don't. Before you go to, might need hormones. Yeah. But yours has to do with your blood sugar. Okay. You really got to, I think your ADHD will be calmed down quite a bit if you get rid of dairy and sugar out of your life. I'm not lying to you. You would like that good energy book as well. I'm not sure. You're smart. You're a smart person. Okay. And you need to have a job where you're on the move, and you're being creative. Very, very helpful for you. Yeah, Aqua is funny. Funny. You got this like sarcastic sense of humor. Thank you. Okay, so Zadie and Cassie, can you give me your birth dates, please? You meant unalive me. What does that mean? Say that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay. So MP. What's MP? Indori. Okay, so we're looking at 97. And these are the last two I'm going to do, guys. But stick around just so you can see how amazing this is. This is sidereal astrology, which is constellational astrology. And it is in alignment with where everything is right now. Because the Earth is on an axis and it's done a little bit of a wobble. We are not where we were 2,000 years ago. That's Western astrology. That's what it follows, is a mathematics that has to do with, they thought all the planets would be in alignment to where you were born. So Vedic sidereal constellational astrology is much more accurate. Indori, is that how you spell it? India. MP. What does MP mean? Indori. Reading is the guy in my mind, the one. Okay. I will let you know. Because you're in love with love. You fall in love so fast. does this person, oh yeah, you follow, wait a minute. I just did your reading. Sadie? Wait a minute. July. What happened? Oh, let me do this again. What happened? That just wrote down everything wrong. 97. Something jumped. Let me do this again. 4:30. That was weird. Okay, Mercury retrograde. That was creepy. Did you guys see that? That was creepy. Indory. Okay. You know what? Stop doing that. I'm trying to do this. Sorry, it's okay. You know what? There's a very good chance it is a one. Yeah, I'd have to look at his birthday too, which is hard to do both. I can't do both in one session. But it looks like it because you got 0 Cancer here, and that's just your birth date, okay? And we've got Neptune has been there. It's been there at 0 Cancer since, sorry, oh my gosh, since the beginning of the year. Okay, since the beginning of the year. Is that when you met him or you knew of him? Clairvoyantly, I'm picking up there's a distance between the two of you. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's clairvoyantly. I'm picking that up. But see, Jupiter's going through your 7th house. Very good luck in relationships. It's passing over right now as we speak. But there's a distance or a detachment. Like there's somebody else might be involved in the situation. So you've got some trust issues around this. I want you to be very, very careful. I don't feel like your trust issues are really alleviated until he takes care of business on his end. And that won't be until after mid-February. By the end of February, you know whether this is a guy for you. Let's see what Zadie says. Zadie, you do mine. I'm so stressed. This is awesome. Okay. Yes, that's correct. Born India. Okay. Zadie. Where are you? Wait, the date is wrong. The date is wrong. Yeah, I changed it. It's July. Oh, July 27th. See, I keep screwing it up. Thank you. It might not change much, though. I want to make sure. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm going to see if July. Well, Jupiter is still coming towards that. Nothing has changed much. Jupiter is still, but what has changed, 9 degrees. Okay, so that means we want to look at, thank you guys, May 2025. That's where I'm seeing a relationship, is May of 2025. And there's still the 0, though. Okay, so that means this is a relationship that could have started again at the beginning of the year again. So it hits again in January. So it seems like this is a good relationship for you so far, what I'm seeing. All right. But again, there's still that distance. You fall in love really fast. So if there's a distance, you need to know this person on a regular basis. You're a smart cookie, though. You can jump in with all pause very quickly. But I'm not too concerned about that. Now, Jupiter will hit 1 degree Gemini And that's where I see a relationship as well taking off. And that is in May, June. So between May and July is where I see a very strong relationship. Is this the guy? Again, I'd have to see his birth date as well and put it in comparison to yours. But there's also Jupiter at 24. It's not, in Mars. I'm kind of liking it. I'm kind of liking it. I'm going to have to lean towards yes. Without seeing his birth date, it's difficult, but I'm going to keen towards yes. Slow down. You fall in love way too fast. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay? But otherwise, see no problem with that. Let's see what her feedback is. Okay. I'm a sucker. I'll look at his very quickly. Cassandra, you're next. Cassandra? February 24th. A little bit of a control freak. I'm definitely seeing that. Kind of mature for his age, actually. Kind of getting that energy right away. Very mature for his age. Yep. There's definitely a distance. He's got some trust just like you have. He's funny as bleep. He should be in the medical industry as well too, or in research, or he's well with that. He does have nothing in his. Oh, we don't know his time of birth. Yeah, it's not a bad match, honestly. So I'm gonna give it an 80%. Okay, so now let's waiting for Cassandra to give me all her information. I think you already did mute Cassandra. You're probably going to be typing it out again. December 7. Do I got that right? Yep. 1990. Mercury's in retrograde, guys. Soon. Give me a break. It's not me. It's Mercury. It's not me. It's Mercury. Boy, rhyme it. Any more kids? Toronto, Ontario. I'm glad you have your time of birth because it's hard to look at kids without the time of birth. I can give it a shoot, but it's hard. Marriage, any more kids? 3:30 minutes. Okay, got that right. That's in the afternoon. Got that right. Okay. You guys look, I just got newly addicted to chai tea. That's cinnamon and chocolate there. Chai tea. I've had it. Oh my God. I'm head over heels in love with it. I put coconut milk in it and like my be kind and generous and supportive. And monk fruit and cinnamon and a little bit of cacao. And I was like, oh my God. It's so good. It's my new coffee. I could only have decaf. Okay. There's one child here. There's two children. There's two children here. So if you've already got the two children, I'm not seeing any more. There is a difference between the two of them. So if you've got one, then yes, there's another one. You're a big family person, so you've always wanted to have more. You did have some procreation issues, but that shouldn't be a problem now. And marriage, oh, when Pluto goes into 7, when is that? January 2026. That's what I'm seeing marriage. Between January and April. Aren't you with somebody right now? Yes, he is. Zoe. Okay. And I said I would do Tristan's as well. Marriage and more kids. Yeah, is that? I have a tricky situation going on. Lol. Yeah, there's something going on right now that you're with somebody now. I'm not sure that one's going to pan out as well as you would like it to. But there is a marriage and somebody long term in your energy field at the beginning of 2026. All right. I don't know if you've got another child. If you got one child, then there's another one. If you already have two, then that's what I'm seeing. Children, I'm not always 100% accurate about. I'll be honest. Trista, you have 4. Then you don't need any more. No, you can have as many as you want. Okay. So let me see if there's. Do you have twins? No, that wouldn't be here. I always look at 4, 5. There's the moon connects to 3. So 3 is from your past life. You're connected very much with 3. That one, was that an oops? You are a twin. Okay. I was getting twins. Because you definitely were with the moon. There's 3 right here. But 1, it was a shocker. Yeah, okay, because the 4th one was, you didn't write that one up in your plan before you came. Okay. But that's okay. So then that one will be different than the other 3. Even your relationship is very different than with the other 3. But I was going to say she. Is that a she, the last one? I was going to say she. Trista, what is your birth date? And your question. Oh, it's a he. Okay. Then I'm getting a feminine personality. Very artistic, creative, sensitive, intuitive, emotional. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, we're almost at nearly 20K likes. That'll be my... Okay, great. Thank you. Trista, everybody, if you can do tappy, 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 like, tappy, 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 like, tappy, 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 like. Yeah, we really got to write everything down in one line. It makes my life a lot easier. 5:20 p.m. And career in general, please and thank you. Planning on a degree in September. Kitchener. Toronto's close enough. I want to make sure I got that right. December 1777, 5:20. Okay. Yeah, you're going to get that degree. The money situation is going to be tight at first. And I believe it's either because you're not getting the job that you're not getting as paid as well in the job that you thought you should be getting paid with the degree that you have, or money is tight because now you got to start paying off the loans at the same time. Okay. But this is a dream come true. And that job that you really want takes place in February and March. So be patient. I see that happening in February, March. And then there's a sudden unexpected growth. And then you get the dream job that you always wanted in June and July. It is within this company or the same location. But then there's a sudden unexpected change in your career. But that's not until you're very innovative and you're extremely inventive. You're very progressive. And this will be in 2026. Did you do something with technology and AI? Why am I getting that? You also got the mind of a psychotherapist, psychologist, therapist, healer, but you're very advanced. You're kind of ahead of your time. So you might struggle with that, like getting clientele because you're ahead of your time throughout that time frame. Planning on a degree in September. Yeah, but there's something happening for March. Okay, even soon, or is that when you're schooling? That's why money's going to be tight. And then, or and then your last leg. And then September, let me see if that's 7 degrees. 6 here. Okay, well, you're going to know about something in July and September right away. I mean, you got a job right away. And if this is a self-employment thing, or if you can move your way up into a management position, that'll be in December of 2025, December and January of 2026. Does that resonate with you? Yeah, that job means a lot to me. Okay, good. Okay, good. Laura, I'd like to talk to you about what it takes to have a moderator like you. What does it involve? What do you need? What is your reciprocation around it? And you can email me at holly@askhollyhall.com and we can have a quick talk. Yes, 20K, 20K, 20K. I'm up for changes, to be honest. LOL. Yeah, there will be by September. October, November, no, December 2025 to January 2026. Okay, 15 minutes is my bedtime, so I gotta go. Oh, you're sweetie, Laura. Okay. Okay. Night, everybody. Thanks, everyone. Okay, follow me if you want to know, because I'm probably coming on live. I don't come on live every day, and it's random. I'm going to try to do it tomorrow night, but who knows? But I'm going to try to do it tomorrow night, and it would probably be around 8 o'clock as well. Eastern. I'm Eastern Standard Time. Okay, thank you. Night, night. Thank you. Everyone have a good sleep. Sweet dreams.